Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered, is my hair making me look older than I really am? I once met a woman in her 50s who burst into tears at the salon because her hairstyle felt outdated and lifeless. That moment reminded me of something important. Hair is not just hair. It is our crown, the frame of our confidence, the very thing that can either lift us up or quietly hold us back. In this video, we will explore 6 timeless hairstyles that flatter women over 50, and I will show you how even a small change can completely transform how you feel about yourself. Stay until the end, because I will share a little-known secret for keeping your hair radiant and full of life after 50. If this speaks to you, subscribe so you never miss another tip that celebrates beauty at every age. And I would love to hear from you in the comments. Which style makes you feel the most inspired? The psychology and challenges women face after 50. As women, once we cross 50, our hair does not always behave the way it used to. Maybe you have noticed more gray strands showing up, dryness no matter how much conditioner you use, or thinning at the crown that makes styling feel impossible. I will be honest, I used to cling to my long hairstyle because I thought it was the only way to feel feminine. But truthfully, it just weighed me down and made me look older than I felt inside. Many of us also make the mistake of coloring too often, trying to hide every single silver strand, when sometimes embracing them can be even more beautiful. I remember at 55, I finally tried a new cut, and to my surprise, people kept saying, "Wow, you look so refreshed." Have you ever experienced that moment when a small change suddenly gives you back your confidence? And here is the best part. When we dare to step out of old habits, something magical starts to happen. 6 timeless hairstyles. 1. Silver layered bob. The silver layered bob has quickly become one of the most empowering hairstyles for women over 50 in the United States. More women today are choosing to embrace their natural silver strands rather than covering them up with endless dye appointments. According to a 2024 beauty trend report, searches for silver hairstyles rose by more than 30% compared to the previous year, showing just how many women are ready to celebrate this look. Instead of hiding gray, the silver layered bob highlights it in the most flattering way possible. This hairstyle combines the timeless elegance of a classic bob with the softness of light layers. The layering adds body and movement, which is especially important when hair begins to thin with age. It creates the illusion of fullness while also framing the face beautifully. If you have ever felt your hair looks flat or lifeless, adding these layers can instantly refresh your appearance. I can share my own story. At 56, I decided to stop coloring my roots every few weeks and embraced my natural silver. I was nervous at first, afraid I would look older, but my stylist suggested trying a layered bob cut. When I looked in the mirror after the cut, I was shocked at how light, vibrant, and stylish my hair appeared. Friends and even strangers began complimenting me, saying my new hairstyle made me look confident and radiant. Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to stop fighting your natural hair color and instead let it shine? The silver layered bob is also low maintenance, which makes it perfect for busy women who do not want to spend hours styling their hair. A quick blow dry with a round brush or even letting it air dry naturally still allows the layers to fall gracefully. For women with naturally wavy or slightly curly hair, the cut enhances that texture instead of fighting against it. This makes it versatile for everyday wear, whether you are running errands, attending a business meeting, or going out to dinner with family and friends. Another reason this style is so popular is that it flatters nearly every face shape. The layers can be adjusted by your stylist to soften sharp features or bring out cheekbones, and if you wear glasses, you will notice how beautifully the bob frames your face and balances your look. The natural shimmer of silver hair catches the light differently than dyed hair, giving you an elegant glow that no artificial color can fully replicate. Now let me ask you, do you feel your current hairstyle reflects the confident woman you are today? Or are you still holding on to a style that no longer serves you? Sometimes a small change like this can spark a big transformation in how we see ourselves. The beauty of the silver-layered bob is not only in the style itself, but also in the message it carries. It says, "I am proud of who I am. I do not need to hide my age, and I am ready to shine exactly as I am. When we embrace hairstyles that work with our natural beauty instead of against it, we open the door to feeling more authentic and radiant in every aspect of life. And here's the exciting part. There are even more hairstyle ideas waiting to inspire you, each with its own unique way of bringing out your best features and refreshing your look. The 2 Classic Bob. The classic bob has remained one of the most timeless hairstyles for women of all ages. And for women over 50 in particular, it can be truly transformative. Its clean shape and graceful length make it easy to manage, while at the same time adding an air of sophistication. According to a 2024 report from several major salons across the United States, the bob is among the top 3 requested cuts for women over 50, largely because it creates the illusion of fuller, healthier hair. What makes this style so effective is its ability to bring life back to fine or thinning strands. When hair starts to lose volume with age, a shorter, structured cut like the bob helps restore shape and lift. Have you ever noticed how longer hair sometimes drags your features down, making you appear more tired than you actually feel? A bob cut sits at chin or shoulder level, instantly lifting the face and giving it a youthful outline. When I was 58, I decided to cut my hair into a bob after years of keeping it long. At first, I worried that shorter hair might make me feel less feminine, but the result was completely the opposite. The bob framed my jawline, highlighted my cheekbones, and surprisingly, my silver strands looked more polished and intentional. Strangers at the grocery store even stopped me to say how chic and modern I looked. Have you ever thought about how something as simple as a haircut can change the way you walk into a room? There are also different ways to wear the classic bob depending on your lifestyle and personal taste. For a sleek and refined look, you can wear it straight with a side or middle part. If you want something softer and more relaxed, a slight inward curve at the ends creates a gentle frame around the face. Some women love adding subtle waves to their bob for a breezy, casual appearance that works beautifully for everyday life. Maintenance is also simple compared to longer styles. Regular trims every 6 to 8 weeks help keep the edges sharp and prevent split ends, making the hair appear healthier. For those who embrace their natural gray, the bob is a perfect choice. It turns silver hair into a style statement instead of something to hide. In fact, gray hair paired with a classic bob has become a fashion-forward look in 2025, embraced by celebrities and everyday women alike. Now let me ask you, are you still holding onto a hairstyle that no longer highlights your best features? Or are you ready to try something that could make you feel instantly lighter and more confident? The classic bob proves that beauty is not about chasing trends, but about choosing a cut that works with your natural beauty. And just when you think you have seen the best options, there are still other styles that can surprise you with how effortlessly they enhance your look. The 3. Elegant Shoulder Wave. The elegant shoulder wave is one of those styles that combines modern freshness with timeless grace. Shoulder-length hair with soft, loose waves offers just the right balance for women over 50 in the United States who want to look feminine without feeling overdone. It is long enough to style in different ways, yet short enough to stay easy to manage. According to a 2025 lifestyle survey on beauty choices, many women over 50 now prefer medium-length cuts because they provide flexibility while keeping hair looking healthy and full. This hairstyle works beautifully for both professional and social settings. Imagine walking into the office with gentle waves framing your face, giving you a polished but approachable look. Later that evening, the same style can be dressed up with a few pins or a sparkly accessory for dinner or a party. Have you ever wished for a cut that transitions effortlessly from day to night without requiring a complete restyle? That is exactly why so many women choose the elegant shoulder wave. From my own experience, when I turned 60, I decided to move away from longer layers that were becoming harder to maintain. I wanted something that looked elegant but not too formal. My stylist suggested a shoulder-length cut with big, soft waves. The first time I wore it out, my daughter said I looked radiant and younger. Not because I was trying to hide my age, but because the style truly reflected my personality. Have you ever felt that moment when your hair finally matches how you feel on the inside? The beauty of this cut is that it works with almost every face shape. The waves soften angles and highlight cheekbones, while the shoulder length keeps the look balanced. For women with finer hair, adding texture through waves creates the illusion of more volume. If your hair is naturally wavy, the cut enhances that texture so you spend less time styling. And for those embracing gray or silver, the movement of the waves makes every strand catch the light, turning natural color into a statement of confidence. This style also pairs well with fashion choices common among women over 50 in America. Whether you prefer sleek business outfits or flowy evening dresses, the elegant shoulder wave adapts beautifully. You can tuck one side behind your ear for a casual coffee date, or leave the waves loose for a romantic evening out. Maintenance is simple with the right products, such as a light mousse or texture spray, making it realistic even for women with busy schedules. Now let me ask you, does your current hairstyle give you the versatility you need for your everyday life and special occasions? Or are you often stuck restyling for every event? The elegant shoulder wave proves that one look can meet many needs while making you feel graceful and confident at every stage of life. And as inspiring as this hairstyle is, there are still more options that can help highlight your best features and bring even more confidence into your daily routine. Number 5. Pixie Cut. The pixie cut is more than just a short hairstyle. It is a bold statement of confidence and freedom. For women over 50 in the United States, this look has become increasingly popular because it combines youthfulness with practicality. According to a 2024 trend report from major American salons, pixie cuts were one of the fastest-growing choices among women between 50 and 65 who wanted a low-maintenance yet stylish option. What makes the pixie so appealing is its ability to highlight the best features of your face. When the hair is cropped close, attention naturally shifts to your eyes, cheekbones, and smile. Have you ever noticed how some women seem to glow brighter when their hairstyle is simplified? That is the power of the pixie. It removes distractions and allows your natural beauty to shine through. From my own experience, I tried a pixie cut at 62 after years of keeping my hair just past my shoulders. I was nervous at first, worrying that short hair might make me look severe, but the result was completely different. My stylist added soft layers on top for volume, and suddenly my face looked open and radiant. My granddaughter told me, "Grandma, you look so fun and energetic," and that compliment meant more to me than any anti-aging cream could. Have you ever received a comment that made you feel instantly 10 years younger? The pixie cut is also practical for women who want to simplify their routines. A quick wash, a touch of styling cream, and you are ready for the day. This makes it ideal for those of us who do not want to spend half an hour with blow dryers and brushes. Despite its simplicity, the pixie is surprisingly versatile. You can wear it sleek for a polished look or add texture for a playful, modern vibe. Another reason women love the pixie is how beautifully it works with silver or gray hair. Instead of trying to hide natural color, the shortcut turns silver into a fashion statement. With the right shape, gray hair looks chic and intentional, which aligns with the growing trend of women embracing their natural beauty. In 2025, more stylists are reporting that women over 50 ask for cuts that highlight their gray rather than cover it. Now let me ask you, do you still feel attached to longer hair because you think it is the only way to look feminine? Or are you open to trying a style that could actually make you feel lighter, freer, and more vibrant? The pixie cut challenges the old rules and reminds us that beauty is not about age, but about authenticity. And just when you think you know which hairstyle suits you best, there are still other options waiting that might surprise you and completely refresh the way you see yourself. 5. Long bob lob. The long bob, often called the lob, has become one of the most popular hairstyles for women over 50 in the United States because it is versatile, modern, and easy to style. Unlike shorter cuts that can feel limiting or longer hair that may be harder to maintain, the lob hits that perfect middle length around the shoulders. In fact, according to a 2024 American Beauty survey, more than 40% of women over 50 who changed their hairstyles in the past year chose a medium-length cut like the lob because it offered both elegance and practicality. One of the greatest advantages of the lob is how adaptable it is. You can wear it straight for a sleek, professional look, add soft curls for an evening out, or simply let it fall naturally for a casual day. Have you ever wished for a haircut that looks good no matter how much or how little effort you put into it? The lob delivers exactly that. When I was 57, I struggled with long hair that looked dry and heavy. I did not want to go super short, but I needed something fresh. My stylist suggested the lob, and to add more dimension, we included subtle highlights that blended beautifully with my silver strands. The first time I walked into a family gathering with that new look, my sister said, "You look so polished and glowing, like you found your style again." That comment gave me a boost of confidence I did not even realize I had been missing. Have you ever had that moment when people see you differently just because of a haircut? The lob is also flattering for nearly every face shape. Its length gently frames the jawline and neck, creating balance for both rounder and more angular faces. For women with thinning hair, the lob can be styled with light layers to give movement and volume without weighing the hair down. And if you wear glasses, this style pairs beautifully, keeping the focus on your eyes and smile. Another appealing factor is how the lob complements natural gray or silver hair. Adding soft highlights or lowlights can make silver strands shimmer with depth and sophistication. In 2025, hairstylists across the U.S. have reported a steady rise in women over 50 asking for this kind of color enhancement because it looks chic without the constant upkeep of full dye jobs. Maintenance for the lob is relatively simple. A trim every 6 to 8 weeks keeps the ends neat, and styling can be as quick as 5 minutes with a blow dryer and round brush. It is ideal for busy women who want to look elegant without feeling tied to the mirror every morning. So let me ask you, are you ready for a hairstyle that adapts to your lifestyle, highlights your best features, and still feels modern without trying too hard? The long bob might be the perfect choice to give you that balance. And as inspiring as this style is, there are still other looks that can help you embrace confidence in new and exciting ways. 6. Soft layers. Soft layers have become one of the most flattering choices for women over 50 in the United States because they bring back movement, softness, and volume to hair that often feels flat with age. By adding gentle layers, your stylist removes just enough weight to let your hair breathe and bounce. The result is hair that looks thicker, healthier, and more youthful. According to a 2024 survey from American hair professionals, layered cuts ranked among the top requested styles for women over 50 who wanted to refresh their look without making a drastic change. The beauty of soft layers is how they work with nearly every hair type. If your hair is naturally straight, layers create subtle curves and prevent that lifeless, heavy appearance. If your hair is wavy or curly, layers enhance your natural texture, giving definition and movement. Have you ever looked in the mirror and wished your hair felt lighter and more alive? That is exactly what this style can do for you. I can share a personal example. At 59, I grew frustrated with my one-length haircut. No matter how much product I used, it always felt flat and dull. My stylist suggested adding long, soft layers around my face and throughout my hair. The change was immediate. Suddenly, I had volume at the crown, the ends looked healthier, and my face appeared softer and more feminine. My best friend told me, "You look like you just took 10 years off." And that small shift gave me the confidence to stop hiding behind scarves and hats. Have you ever experienced how a subtle change in your haircut can make such a big difference in your confidence? Soft layers are also incredibly versatile when it comes to styling. On days when you want to keep things simple, you can let your hair air dry and still have movement. For a more polished look, a round brush and blow dryer can add body and shine in just a few minutes. And if you enjoy using a curling iron or wand, layers give curls more dimension and bounce without looking heavy. Another reason this cut is popular is how it flatters the face. layers that frame the cheeks or jawline can soften sharper features and bring attention to your eyes and smile. In 2025, many American stylists report that women over 50 specifically ask for layers that frame the face to create a naturally lifted look without the need for complicated styling. If you wear glasses, this cut works beautifully, balancing the space between frames and forehead while keeping your look youthful and approachable. Soft layers also highlight silver and gray tones in a stunning way. The way the light hits different lengths creates depth and makes natural color look dimensional rather than flat. For women choosing to embrace their gray, this is one of the most flattering cuts available. Now let me ask you, are you holding on to a heavy, one-length cut that no longer reflects your vibrant personality? Or are you ready to try something that adds movement and energy to your look? Soft layers. Prove that small adjustments can make the biggest difference. And just when you think you have found the perfect cut, there are still more ideas waiting that can inspire you to step out of your comfort zone and discover new ways to feel radiant every day. Expert insights. Choosing the right hairstyle after 50 often begins with understanding your face shape. Round faces look slimmer with longer layers. Square faces benefit from soft waves. Heart shapes are balanced by side bangs. And oval faces are flattered by almost any style. Have you ever considered how much a cut can change the way your features are highlighted? Healthy hair also depends on daily habits. A diet rich in omega-3, biotin, and vitamin E can make a real difference in shine and strength. I personally noticed that once I began adding salmon and almonds regularly to my meals, my hair felt stronger within a few months. Using moisturizing products designed for silver hair helps prevent dryness, while regular trims every 6 to 8 weeks keep your style fresh. For busy women, styling does not need to take all morning. 5 minutes with a blow dryer and round brush can add instant lift. A touch of mousse or lightweight hair oil can make hair look polished in no time. And just when you think these are simple steps, there are even more ways to keep your hair looking vibrant and truly reflective of who you are today. An inspiring story. I once knew a woman in her late 50s who felt embarrassed by her silver hair. She constantly covered it with dark dye, afraid people would see her as old. One day she decided to try a new cut that embraced her natural color. The transformation was incredible. A few months later, she stood on stage at a local event, her silver-layered bob glowing under the lights, and she spoke with more confidence than I had ever seen. Have you ever noticed how changing your hairstyle can completely change the way you carry yourself? Changing our hair is not only about appearance, it often shifts how we feel, how we show up in our careers, and even how we connect with people around us. Celebrities like Helen Mirren and Andie MacDowell continue to shine on red carpets with their natural gray, proving that silver hair can be a symbol of elegance and power. So let me ask you, are you ready to see your hair not as a limitation, but as a source of freedom? When we allow ourselves to embrace change, unexpected doors can open. At the end of the day, hairstyles are simply tools. What truly makes a woman beautiful is the confidence she carries and the light in her spirit. Turning 50 is not the end of beauty, it is the beginning of a deeper, richer elegance that only grows with time. So why not give yourself permission to try something new? A fresh cut, a softer layer, or even embracing your natural silver could be the key to rediscovering your radiance. I invite you to share in the comments which hairstyle speaks to you most, or a story of how changing your hair changed the way you felt about yourself. Remember, your hair is your crown, and that crown never expires. Wear it proudly, wear it with joy, and let it remind you every single day of the extraordinary woman you already are.